The truth is that the best photography camera is going to have a lot to do with which genre of photography you plan on shooting. So in this video, I'll let you know about 7 of the best photography cameras currently available. And if any better cameras come out after I publish this video, I'll try and remember to add them to the links in the description below. Coming in at number 7, we have the Fuji X-T5, which is the only APS-C camera that made it on my list. And even though it's a few years old, it's one of the best value photography cameras. It produces beautiful 40 megapixel images, and the advantage of having that much resolution is that you can reframe and post and still end up with a sharp, high-resolution image. This is especially important if you intend on creating large-size prints. A few things that stand out about this camera are its tactile buttons and dials, the film simulation modes, and the overall Fuji color science. The X-T5 can shoot 20 frames per second with electronic shutter and 15 frames per second with mechanical shutter. Fuji went with a 3-axis tilting screen, which most photographers prefer over fully articulating screens. It has an EVF, dual card slots, and a weather-sealed body with very good build quality. The retro-inspired design makes the X-T5 especially appealing for street photographers, but it also does well at landscape, portrait, and product photography. The X-T5 is most definitely a photography-first camera, but it's no slouch at video either. But keep in mind that the autofocus, while decent, isn't close to Sony or Canon. Overall, it's a great camera that's priced at $1,800 for the body alone and $2,100 for the kit lens combo. Next, we have the Nikon Z6 III. This is a compact, full-frame camera with a 24.5 megapixel partially stacked CMOS sensor. And while the resolution isn't nearly as high as the X-T5, for most people, 24 megapixels are more than enough. Nikon claims that the new partially stacked sensor offers the best rolling shutter performance of any full-frame camera under $4,000. This means you can shoot fast-moving subjects like birds or high-action sports without much rolling shutter distortion. The Z6 III gives you 20 frames per second with electronic shutter and 14 frames per second with mechanical. It has a fully articulating screen and a 5.7 million dot EVF, which Nikon claims is the brightest EVF of any camera. The body is weather sealed, it has 2 card slots, and it has 8 stops of IBIS. Like most cameras these days, the Z6 III can also shoot amazing video, even offering 12-bit internal RAW recording. The updated autofocus is a big improvement over older Nikon cameras, but the eye autofocus is still not as reliable as Canon or Sony. Nikon's lens lineup is also limited when compared to other manufacturers. The Z6 III is priced at $2,500 for the body and $3,200 with the 24-70 kit lens. Coming in at number 5, we have the Sony A7CR. If you're looking for a compact, full-frame camera with extreme resolution, then this is it. We're talking about 61 megapixels. The processor in the A7CR is the Exmor R Bionz XR processor. And although that sounds like some kind of alien technology, what it means in the real world is that the images will have very little noise, great dynamic range, and will be super sharp. Sony included a dedicated AI processor to handle the autofocusing, resulting in one of the most advanced eye autofocus systems on the market. The A7CR has a fully articulating screen and the EVF. The body is dust and moisture resistant and has 7 stops of IBIS. And much like all the previous cameras I discussed, it can shoot amazing video. Sony has the largest lens lineup of any camera manufacturer, so there's plenty of high-end Sony lenses and affordable options from companies like Sigma and Tamron. The main limitation of the A7CR is that it can only shoot a max of 8 frames per second with its mechanical shutter, so it's not ideal for high-action sports or fast-moving subjects. But the compact size, paired with the 61 megapixel sensor, makes it a great choice for landscape, travel, and portrait photography. You could pick up the A7CR for just under $3,000. And if you do, I'd appreciate it if you use the links in the description below. Next, we have the Nikon Z8. The Z8 is a 46 megapixel full frame camera with a stacked CMOS sensor. It's drip and dust resistant. It has dual card slots, a 3.6 million dot EVF, and a 4-axis tilting LCD display. The Z8 also has a cool feature where the buttons light up in the dark, making it useful for astrophotography or any other situation that requires shooting in dark environments. Nikon did away with the mechanical shutter, but the electronic shutter offers a readout speed of about 14 milliseconds, so rolling shutter distortion is under control, even for relatively fast-moving subjects like birds or sports. You could get 20 shots per second and shoot 1,000 plus JPEGs before the buffer fills up. The IBIS offers 6 stops of stabilization, and the autofocus, while not as dependable as Sony or Canon, is still pretty decent. The video features are extremely advanced. The Z8 will set you back about $3,500 for the body alone and $4,400 with the 24-120 f4 lens. Coming in at number 3, we have the Leica M11-P. Many would class this as a luxury camera due to the price tag, but really, it's a camera for working professionals. It's mostly used by high-end portrait photographers, photojournalists, and street photographers. It doesn't offer the highest burst rate or anything too fancy. It's known mainly for its image quality and no-nonsense operation and design. Under the hood, there's a 60 megapixel full-frame backside illuminated CMOS sensor paired with the Maestro 3 processor. The M11P packs a 2.3 million dot fixed LCD screen and a rangefinder EVF. It can only shoot 4.5 shots per second, so it's not the best for high-action sports or fast-moving subjects. But it does have a unique feature that's not found in any other camera that I'm aware of. It incorporates a new technology called C2PA, which allows the camera to certify ownership and authenticity of a photo, eliminating any copyright disputes. It also certifies that the image wasn't made using AI, and it keeps a log of any editing that was done after the image was taken. And while all the cameras on this list are photography-first cameras, the M11P is a photography-only camera because it's not even capable of shooting any video. So keep that in mind. And another thing to note is that it's manual focus only. So if you're looking for a 60 megapixel Leica camera with autofocus that can also shoot video, you may want to check out the Leica Q3 instead. And I'll leave a link to both cameras in the description below. Next, we have the Canon R5 Mark II. And although this isn't Canon's flagship camera, in my opinion, it's better than the R1, which is their flagship model. For starters, it has a 45 megapixel full frame, backside illuminated, stacked CMOS sensor. This improved sensor has amazingly fast readout speeds, making it a great camera for high-action sports, especially considering the updated autofocus that can recognize basketballs, soccer, and volleyballs. It locks onto the ball and focuses on the eye of the person handling the ball. It can shoot 30 raw images per second in electronic shutter mode and can shoot 14 shots per second with the mechanical shutter. Another cool feature is the pre-continuous shooting, which gives you 15 shots before the shutter button is completely pressed. This makes it very unlikely that you'll miss the moment. Canon cameras have always been known for their superb image quality and amazing color science, and the R5 II is no exception. This may be the most versatile camera because it excels at any genre of photography you can throw at it. Not to mention the video features, which are pretty much cinema camera level, but that's for another video. Other things to note are the class-leading ergonomics, the simple menus, the ease of operation, 8.5 stops of in-body image stabilization, and dual card slots. It's not an inexpensive camera by any means, but honestly, for what you get, I think $4,300 is a fair price. Coming in at number 1, we have a camera that's going to deliver professional results in any type of photography, including the fastest of fast-moving subjects and the highest action of high-action sports. It has a unique feature that I wish Canon would have included in the R5 Mark II. It's the Sony A9 III, which has the world's first full-frame global shutter. This means that the sensor reads the whole image all at once, as opposed to reading it line by line the way rolling shutters do. This results in zero distortion when shooting even ultra-high speed subjects. That, in and of itself, puts this camera in a league of its own. But when you couple that with its ability to shoot 120 photos per second, blackout free, that just blows my mind. At this point, it's hard to say if Sony or Canon has the better autofocus. But what's for sure is that the A9 III has superb eye autofocus that recognizes humans, animals, birds, cars, planes, trains, and even insects. A few other noteworthy features include 5-axis IBIS, new and improved ergonomics, a 9.44 million dot EVF, and dual card slots. As far as I'm concerned, this has to be the ultimate photography camera on the market. And honestly, it may even be in the top 5 for video as well. Personally, it costs a bit more than I'm willing to spend on the camera. But if you got them big bucks and you're looking for one of the best photography cameras money can buy, make sure you use the link in the description below. Now I gotta tell you, having a beastly camera like this may be a little overkill for most people. And if you have the skills that are needed, you're gonna get great photos, regardless of the camera that you use. And that's why I highly suggest you watch this video next, where I give you 5 photography tips that are gonna really up your game. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future reviews and tutorials. I appreciate you watching to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. It's Fulan Creative signing out. Peace.